Welcome, Ahmed. I'm so grateful to have you here with me. How are you today?
Good, good, good. Thanks, Catherine. Really excited to be with you today and looking forward to this discussion.
Thank you. I'm so honored to have you on board with the Soul Diamond Legacy. And I would like you to share a little bit about your story and what inspired you to join us on this beautiful project.
Amazing. So, a little bit about myself. I'm originally from Egypt. I'm an immigrant who came to Canada 11 years back, and I struggled a lot with my job search. Being the man of the family. I'm the one who's holding, the financial support to this family. So it was really tough for me to find my early beginnings, and that definitely, gave me some pain. That I felt like this was my inspiration to help others going through the same pain and support them with whatever I know to elevate, again, their job search journey and get back on track. What inspired me to join this group and Soul a Diamond is exactly the same thing here, because every one of the coaches or every one of the speakers, every one of the writers have their own, legacy pain and challenge that they went through. And it's really an honorful thing for me to be part of this group and get reflections from other stories from other speakers who share similar pains sometimes or different pains, but the reflections are almost the same. We all have the same vision of helping uplifting others, and supporting our community to the best of our ability.
Thank you so much for being part of this journey. When I first met you, I right away felt this beautiful golden energy, but I didn't know your story. And when I read your chapter, I was crying and it deeply touched my heart. And I know I mentioned this with some other authors on these short interviews, but it is really true. The courage and everything that you did and how you changed and transformed your life and your willingness to be vulnerable and to share this story from a masculine perspective so we can actually awaken as many people as we can. It's truly, truly a diamond. So I'm really grateful. Thank you for that.
Likewise, Catherine.
What intuitive leadership, what does the crown actually mean to you?
Yeah, so again, I've been in many big organizations like Cisco, Nokia, Microsoft, Indeed, PwC, and others, and I've seen too many leaders, who are, walking the talk rather than just speaking it. Those leaders definitely made me feel like how important leadership is and how this crown is very important. You could be a leader without having a title. Title. Some people think title is important to have that leadership, role, but small actions that feel, that you're caring about your team, about your, people around you, that itself is leadership. And so definitely, I learned a lot from some of the leaders, whether again good leaders or bad leaders. I've learned from both, what leadership is and how this could be effective in people's life. Again, I still remember leaders who helped me during my journey, and I always stay, close to them, and I support them whenever I can to again try to give back whatever I can to, you know, pay back whatever they helped me with, and they, to be honest, they may not have done it just to get any help back. They've done it because they have that spirit of leadership, intuitive leadership. So those moments are natural, authentic. They don't come out of the blue. They come after a lot of work in that field, a lot of emotions, a lot of support, a lot of pain too, because most of those leaders who experience that great leadership have been into pain. They know what it means to stand up for someone, how a few words of empathy would mean to someone if they are facing a struggle or facing a tough time. So again, I think that's what made me, you know, be more excited to do this book with you and other great leaders here and share my story and open it up to others to be inspired.
For me, you are truly a great leader. And I remember when you invited me and accepted me in Microsoft community, I didn't expect such a gentle heart from someone from Microsoft. I have to be honest. And I was truly impressed. And everything that you said, it's so true. Like, if we just look at what true leadership really means, it's showing the way and it's actually being who you truly are and helping people along the way. And for this, I'm eternally grateful to you for sharing this story. It really means when someone so accomplished like you with so much struggles that you've been through step up and share this story very, very openly. I think a lot of people will be deeply touched.
Thank you.
What was the most transformative moment which actually shaped you out of all the moments you shared in your chapter? Because, as you mentioned, we all go through deep pain and through struggles to become true leaders as we are today.
Yeah. So I think there was so many moments, but the moment that I truly remember, again, is my pain through the journey of the job search at my early days, when again I was doing Uber, and again my daughter, she had an eye problem, with one of the in trainings. Again, it was an accident that happened, and again, sports are always having those sometimes accidents. And at that moment, I felt helpless. I felt that, I'm not able to help her a lot because, again, the doctor fees was really above my daily, rate of doing Uber, at that time. So, it felt like, a moment that was tough to me that I always remember. But again, this is how I learn. This is how I grow. This is how I keep going. And this is what motivates me to be better and help others to be better too. Those moments at that time, it was really painful. I definitely had that struggle. But today, when I'm look back, oh my God, I been through a lot, and I think, that's what shaped me today to be that character that I am, and that's what makes me more stronger to, be able to face even more difficult situations in this world today, and help others also pass their difficult times. Because again, I'm a kind of person who, when you tell me your story and there is some pain in it, I will feel you. Like I will think about you. I'll think about, your pain, and I'll try to find out a way to help you, whatever I can to support you. And that's me by nature. Sometimes it takes a toll on me and it makes me sometimes think a lot and work a lot. But again, I think that's where I'm raised, how I'm raised, and how I felt authentic, how I feel value to help others lift them up.
And this is why you are a diamond. And
Thank
this
you.
is why I saw you as a part of this project. And I'm sure your daughter is very blessed to have you and your whole family. Um, Imagine if only, leaders on a positional places have this kind of mindset. How world would be a different place. We all have diamonds inside of us, and yours truly is shaped by pressure. And this is what your chapter is all about. What
Yes.
would be the last word of wisdom you would like to share with our audience to invite them to read your chapter and to reflect on after this interview?
Yeah. So I think, now that I'm working with many professionals, helping them with their career journey, everybody's unique. Everybody has a superpower. Everybody has some pain, in their journey. And, you know, definitely those folks needs to stay positive, stay proud, and stay blessed, and keep going. Like life is full of tests, and it's never gonna end. Whether we're young or middle age or seniors, those tests will never end. It's just how do we react to those tests. And the book is definitely a complex, multiple stories about those pains, and lots of tactics that readers could gain from everyone's story, and they can reflect on themselves too. And hopefully, again, one of the readers will also share their story with us or with the world, inspired by, reading our stories too. And again, most of us as speakers or leaders in this book, we didn't share the whole story yet. This is just a bit and a small piece of it, that just to share a quick nugget for readers. But definitely, there is too many things that we didn't tell yet, and hopefully, maybe that will be our future versions of this evolution.
I couldn't agree more. I am honored to have you in my life and to call you
Likewise.
friend. I'm very grateful that you gave me your hand and join us on this beautiful journey. And thank you for being here on the interview with me. Um, I don't have words for you. I'm truly impressed and very, very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Catherine. And again, likewise, you are a great leader. You come from a place of empathy. You have a great heart. You are, you know, believe it or not, you helped me a lot too, and helped everybody else. This book is just a great example of how you changed lives and how you, try to do a great impact with great heart. Business is business, but there is very clear intent behind this book about how this comes from real empathy, real authentic leadership. So thank you so much for taking the lead here, and we're very honored to be part of that book.
Thank you so much. The best is yet to come. Thanks.
Yeah,
Ciao.
thank you. Thank you.